Hello, everybody. Welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Wind Waker 80% No MSS Tournament 2022, aka WaveCrash. We've got Game 2 of the Winners Bracket Finals for you today. It's Aloakirby versus minimini352. Commentating for us once again are Bewilderbeast and Gymnast86. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. So, yeah, time for Game 2.
Jimmy, you said you were getting a snack. Your reports on what you got?
Oh, I had a donut.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I have come back to more buffering on the commentary page.
Oh,
Hooray.
no.
Yeah, I think it's just... my net does not like the commentary page specifically. But, yeah, so this is going to be Game 2 for, or Game 2 between minimini352 and Aloakirby in the winners finals here. Minimini was able to win Game 1. Also got a new record by about 15 frames in the category, so congrats to him. Yeah, eventually they will be off. I don't know when, because I can't see the commentary page, but at some point in the next few minutes, we will get to see the intro cutscene.
Yeah, that last race had a really, at least for me, it felt like a really strong beginning. The first half, the runners were very close together. It was neck and neck, and within 10 seconds or so. And, of course, things deviated from there, but hopefully we'll see something similar this time, and maybe even lasting a little longer.
Yeah, the beginning of this run tends to be pretty consistent. There's not a whole lot of variance.
True. Yeah, I did mean even through, like, Decatry cutscene skip. Or Leaf, I guess. Not just outset.
Alright, intro time. Aloakirby once again leading the way with the intro.
Wow.
But yeah, that's true. Last run, the runners were extremely close. Up until about the point that Aloa got Light Glitch, and then...
yeah.
Things just kind of went downhill, unfortunately. But that's just kind of the nature of Wind Waker. Mistakes tend to be very punishing, for the most part. Especially when you throw Super Swimming and Storage into the mix. But the runners won't have to worry about much of that for about a half hour or so, since that's around the time that the runners will be getting the Wind Waker item.
I know one Majora's Mask speedrunner, the Human Protractor, who has a second Wii and monitor set up so that during the beginning of Majora's Mask he can be practicing things that are later in the run. I wonder if either of the runners is doing that during this intro.
That'd be interesting. I've never done that myself, but I definitely can see the value in that.
Yeah.
If you go so far as to, like... Well, I guess I was thinking, like, you would start the intro on one game, and then once the intro finishes, you can immediately start the intro again on another copy.
Oh, that's true.
In case you mess something up, just go back to the other one. Of course, you'd have to be recording both of them.
Yeah. I wonder how that would line up for the cutscenes and the gameplay in Majora's Mask. It's possible. There are enough interspersed cutscenes in there. Maybe someone could do first cycle twice at the same time.
Maybe, yeah.
It would be extremely valuable in Twilight Princess. We'd get 9 seconds of practice before each run.
Yep. Yeah, when are we going to have the intro skip vote for Twilight Princess?
I think we should have it tomorrow. We're
I
both
agree.
Discord mods. We can start that.
Yeah, let's just go in and do that.
Timing starts on gaining control. Doesn't matter how fast you press start at the beginning.
Finally, I can watch the cutscene.
Yeah. Been wanting to hear more about Russell and that strange feeling as Twilight approaches.
I have a strange feeling when I see the horizon on the edge of the ocean.
That's not it, is it?
Well, I like to think that that's what the lore is saying. Link is talking to us right now.
Oh, I see, in Wind Waker. That makes sense.
Yeah. See, now, unlike the real world, the world in Wind Waker actually is flat. So when you see the horizon on the edge of the screen, that is the actual edge. There is nothing past that.
Oh, wow.
Except floating point errors.
Oh, for the question in chat about how the first run went, Mini won the first of the rounds. So here in round 2, if Mini wins again, then he has taken the victory for today. And if he loses, then we'll go on to a round 3.
Yeah, both runners are very skilled, so it could go to either one of them.
Let's see whether Mini catches up on text again. It's tough to say how close it was because Aloha didn't finish, but it was pretty far apart. Aloha got light glitch and things went downhill from there. Mini not catching up on text this time. This could prove pivotal.
Alright, Aloha does successfully side hop off the railing this time.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a cleaner outset from Aloha. It seemed like he was a bit distracted. Maybe just hadn't warmed up or something. Already shaving off some seconds.
Oh, Link on Aloha's side hesitated grabbing the ladder. So now they're even. I'm excited to see whose save warp is going to be faster.
After saying yes to save warp, do you have to wait at all before you input the reset combo?
No, just like Twilight Princess, it'll buffer it until the save is actually done.
Mm-hmm. How about if you use the physical button on the console?
I believe that should also wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. They look totally synced.
Oh, their clouds in the background are different, though.
Oh, true. Alright, Aloha's loaded in first.
Alright, so coming up on this next cutscene right here, when you trigger this cutscene where Errol gives you the telescope, if Errol is waving when you trigger it, that means that you have lost time. Oh, yeah, so Mini lost time there because Errol was waving.
Wow.
The cutscene will wait for Errol to be in the state where she is, like, where both her hands are down before it actually, like, proceeds to the next part of the cutscene, so...
Makes sense. Probably be a pretty funny cutscene if her hands were up the whole time.
Yeah, so if Mini loses by 1 second, we can blame Errol.
Yep.
So, fun fact, if you look at this cutscene from a different angle, the Helmrock King actually does not get smacked with a rock. The rock misses him by about 2 meters. But he still goes down anyway. because I like to think that Wind Waker is a stage play, so this is just the special effects that they use.
That makes sense. It's like the King of Red Lions being pretty far away from the Triforce at the end, right?
Exactly, yeah.
There's another good one of those in Twilight Princess. You know, after you've beaten Stallard, the second phase, Stallard's head flies around the arena and then like goes behind a corner and explodes. Well, if you look at it in free cam or free look in Dolphin, the head just kind of goes around the corner and twitches a bit where you can't see it, and then there's an explosion really far away from it that you can see.
That's pretty good. Alright, we'll see if either of our runners get the quick parry today.
Yep.
Quick parry is when you activate the parry move on the first 2 possible frames when Orca teaches it to you. Which is the this is the 5th move he teaches you. During these combos, the runners are also holding certain control stick directions to make each of the combos faster. Because the base combos without holding anything on the control stick are actually pretty slow for most of them. Oh, mini
no.
spin attack.
That looks pretty quick on Aloa's side.
Yeah,
but he didn't get the instant one.
Yeah. Mini, unfortunately, going too early on the quick parry, so he gets the knockback. So Aloa is ahead coming out of the sword training. I don't know if that's a command beast.
Oh, did I type that? My hands, I've lost control of them.
So up outset, the runners go. Mini still trailing behind Aloa slightly. We'll see if the Koblins give Mini a chance to catch up here inside the Forest of Fairies. The runners are going to get the red rupee inside this log right here by quick spinning the log, which allows them to just grab the rupee that's inside with their sword. Normally you have to crawl in there to get the sword. And they're also going to be quick spinning the grass up here in hopes of getting lots of rupees. Aloa managed to get 5 rupees, that's pretty good. And he got 2.
Are those tiny side hops up the log really the fastest way to do that?
Yep.
Huh.
Because Wind Waker has very slow dry rolls.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
The side hopping is faster there in the original version. In HD, the rolling is like much faster, so it's better to roll up there. And now we get more wonderful cutscenes. Mini was able to catch up by a few seconds because the strategy that Aloa tried to do for the Bokoblins didn't quite hit the one that was on the right properly, and so he didn't do enough damage to it by the time he did the quick spin.
Oh, Errol learned from the first game today not to cross this bridge, right? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Errol, we talked about this.
Been doing this for years.
Also pretty crazy that it's Link's birthday today.
Gotten so much older. Between the two runners, these 2 rounds, that's 4 birthdays. Maybe this is like that movie Groundhog Day, and every year on Link's birthday, they come back to this day.
Every year they come back to reenact the stage play.
That's right.
Yeah. They're really good at it. They all seem to remember their lines each time.
They do.
Though sometimes Gonzo only comes in with the voiceover. It's a little weird.
They all speak so many different languages, too. That really explains why they don't want to damage the Helmerot King in that cutscene earlier, and also why they don't even bother to get the Skull Hammer later. You leave their friends alive.
I do wish the lighting crew hadn't screwed up on that last one, though. That was unfortunate. Anyway.
These things will happen.
Yeah, so Aloha got the optimal jump slash that time, where if you jump slash like into the small tree in a certain way, you can just completely skip like landing on top of the post. Now it's time to get the shield that we'll never use.
Yeah, I guess. Guess no one does any crouch stabs or anything. Well,
Oh, yeah,
crouch
crouch
stabs aren't
stabs.
anything.
Yeah, they're not in Wind Waker.
Hmm.
And by the time we do use the shield in the Ganondorf fight, the game would have just given us one anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Despite this game's reluctance to most sequence breaking, it's very convenient that it does give us some of the necessary items to sequence break the few ways that we can.
Not able to crawl, that's it. That's what the shield does. I guess that's
I
only
guess-
when it's out, right? Or when Sword's out.
Yeah, when Sword is out. The shield also makes you there's a really silly time saver that you can do when you get the Wind Waker item, where if you hold the R button and
yeah.
you don't have a shield, Link will put away the Wind Waker right before the cutscene where he gets it, which saves like 4 frames, I think. But you can't do that with the shield, so shield loses time there.
It's like Minnie's about 3 seconds behind Aloha.
That's a lot for this point in the run. Alright, so now the runners get to do rope game number 1. Where they just have to swing across the ropes onto some platforms. And hopefully not fall down, otherwise Nico's going to be very mad at them.
I can't be too disappointed. You expect them to take a year to do it. Or is that rope game 2?
I actually, it's definitely, I feel like it's probably this one. But I honestly don't remember because I haven't seen the English dialogue in so long. I think the second one he says you'll never make it across. Is what he says.
So do you think we'll see either of the runners complete this in under 1 year?
I don't know. I guess we could just redefine what a year means.
Yeah.
For the next minute, we can say that a year is redefined as 15 seconds. So yes, the runners will probably take a year for this.
Drop in, everyone.
Aloha doing the side hop on the last platform.
That side hop seems so perilous. I think they both did it last time, but Minnie rolled this time. Maybe he
Yeah,
didn't.
if you know you don't have a good ankle, then you would want to just roll over and not side hop.
Yeah. Like Aloha is getting the spoils bag right at 19 minutes, and Minnie at 19:03.
The last race between these two runners was close up until they got out of the fairy fountain after getting the quiver, and then Aloha just kind of started falling behind, and also unluckily triggered a glitch that we just sort of refer to as light glitch, which has like it makes a bunch of lighting effects in the game glitchy, which actually kind of screwed him over later because it made it harder to see where he was trying to leaf during like the Helmrock skip trick that we do, and so he lost a lot of time trying to go for Helmrock skip because of that.
It was a very interesting looking glitch. Oh, you remember Eye Shredder in Twilight Princess? It's a good thing we can't accidentally activate that.
That would be really funny.
TP's light glitch, we could just activate halfway through a run. Disastrous. No, actually, I've tried that at Greg's request. Actually, we did the Taming Opponent as Wolf cutscene with Eye Shredder on, and it didn't look that crazy, or that much crazier, rather. Light glitch common. Interesting. So
Yeah,
maybe it's some kind of memory-related thing.
I believe light glitch always happens like when you're going between ocean sectors. Like in there's something that happens when you go between two ocean sectors that usually causes it. And usually when it does happen, the game will like freeze for a second or two, almost like you've crashed, but then it'll just like resume redrawing the game normally.
Okay, I saw when that happened on Aloha's screen. I thought it was like the speed buffering or something.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you did notice it.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what it was, but
I mean, yeah, it's like reasonable to assume that it was just like buffering or something, but that does typically happen during light glitch, or that's the moment that light glitch is triggered that happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See, both of our runners will probably get the best light cycle here still. Ideally, they will just swoop in, grab the red rupees, and then immediately go up the stairs.
Do the lights continue moving during the text boxes, the Gossip Stone text box?
Yes, they do. They're always moving. So Aloha got very close to getting captured.
Yeah.
It was like
That was
very much in the light. But the lights are pretty generous on the GameCube version.
Yeah, on the HD remake, not so much. Get even close to one, you're getting caught.
So now the runners are going to dispose of this Bokoblin by knocking him over the edge. They have to kill this Bokoblin specifically because this is the Bokoblin that controls the light that shines on top of the sidle gap that they have to sidle across later. And Probably go for the door sidle here. And in this room, they will be doing the barrel strats, where they pick up the barrel and then immediately put it down, because they still have the effects of the barrel invincibility for a few seconds after that they put the barrel down. So they can use that to just roll across and not get seen by the moblins. Or get seen, but then immediately hide so that they don't actually get caught. And do the same thing for this moblin up here. They do have to wait for the moblin to actually begin walking again, though. Because if they do it too early, then it's not going to work.
We'll see the stutter sidling again.
Yeah, so the runners are each repeatedly tapping left while sidling instead of just holding left, because this actually gets you across the sidle gap slightly faster.
Interesting that the runners are using different camera angles for the sidling. I wonder why. Just personal preference, I assume, but...
Yeah, Minnie's tapping more of like up left on his controller, which is probably why he has that camera angle.
I know I was more careful on that Bokoblin fight this time. Let's see whether Minnie gets the backflip again. Did.
Hey, he gets it.
I'm assuming that's a one-framer.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of those in Wind Waker? Like, you know, they're all over TP.
Not really, no. There's that one at Forsaken Fortress. I guess there's technically one anytime that, like anytime you hit a switch or trigger an event that makes, like, a chest appear. Like when you play the Wind's Requiem to spawn the chest with the Triforce charts, there's a frame in between you finishing the song and, like, the chart cutscene starting. Or the chest forming cutscene starting. Oh, yeah, there's one after the DRC mini-boss, that's right.
DRC has a mini-boss. What's the DRC mini-boss? I can't remember.
It's the
where
two
you get the
green
grapple.
Bokoblins. Yeah,
Okay,
the two
yeah.
green Bokoblins, then the Hard Rock drops the Moblin in.
Yeah, that's right.
Really funny strategy. If you get storage to store the cutscene of the Kargrok dropping the Moblin in, you can shoot the Kargrok down early, which will drop the Moblin out of bounds and kill it.
Nice. I don't think I've ever seen that. I assume that's not used in runs.
No, yeah, because you never have the bow there, but it's useful in randomizer. Also, fun fact: there is normally on every other version of the game except the original Japanese version, there's an additional cutscene before this one of the King of Red Lions finding Link unconscious in the water in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't even notice that we weren't seeing that cutscene.
Which I guess just adds a little bit more context as to how Link ended up here.
It's important when you're saving after pause storage. I must have cruised. Been airlifted by a Kargarok. That's all I got. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
kind of unfortunate that in this category they have to get the sail just to sail over to DRI. Because like they're never going to great fish, so there's no soft lock potential, right?
Well, there is, no, because if they don't get the sail, then I believe they would soft lock after getting bombs.
Oh, okay.
Is it that, or is it something else? There's some. Well, no, because the optimal 90% route skips the sail. I think it's just in Hyrule. If you're not careful, there's potential for a sail soft lock. Because if you don't get the sail, the King of Red Lions, if you ever trigger King of Red Lions text and you don't have the sail, like after this point, the King of Red Lions will just sort of go through an infinite text loop of asking if you have the sail yet.
You got it now? You got it now?
So, yeah.
Ooh. Notice that Aloha has the sail on Z, while Mini has the sail on X. Is either of those a hot take?
I mean, there's a debate to be made for, any item on any of the buttons. I personally put the sail on X myself, but I think Z is also a valid choice. I think the most contentious equip is where the leaf goes, because of leaf pumping.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I am a leaf on Z kind of person myself. But I know that there are many people who passionately argue for leaf on X. And then most people, I believe, put Wind Waker on Y. I know that Demon puts Wind Waker on Z. And
He's
so
caught a lot of flack for that.
I mean, it does make sense because you have one button for the Wind Waker and and then your thumb for the B button for storage.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the Z button's very flimsy compared to the X and Y buttons.
Yep. Well, it's possible he got a beefy Z button to add to his controller or something.
That's true, yeah. And now the runners have the glitch item. So the game's going to get very glitchy. I guess also, this time, before it happens, there's going to be a flashing screen warning.
Oh, yeah.
Because the runners are going to be doing a trick called super swimming, where the camera is going to be flipping around 180 degrees every single frame. So, just a warning that is coming up within the next, 30 seconds here. Or less if the runners, do well. So the runners are going to be going over to get storage once here on this rock with a Wind Waker dive. And then they're going to store the King of Red Lions text using the storage that they have, since storage allows us to basically store text and also, interrupt cutscenes and stuff. They're going to get storage again. The second one is going to be used to begin the super swim that they're going to do here in a second. And then once they begin the super swim, or specifically once they lock the camera in front of Link's face with the storage, they're going to cancel the text, which is going to re-give them storage. And using this storage that they now have, they are going to they're going to store the chest that's on Crescent Moon Island, which is one quadrant to the north and west from where they are now. And with this chest storage, they're going to be getting into the pirate ship early. Oh, that was weird on Aloha's screen. He's inside the island. Yeah, there he goes.
This looks terribly awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, controlling Link with the camera lock is very awkward because the camera like you have to control Link as if the camera was at the same orientation that it was when you locked it, which is not the same one that it is, like, when it's keeping up with Link on land. For some reason, that goes away in water very conveniently, and that just allows us to super swim at all, but that is a weird thing that happens. So the runners are going to use this chest storage, which gives them an altered hitbox so that they can climb the pirate ship, which is still at Outset Island. It's only there right now because they haven't reloaded the ocean since they beat Forsaken Fortress 1. Minimini's running low on air here, but he should be... Okay, yeah, he's good.
It looks like Mini likes to charge his swim before getting the air refill, whereas Aloha got the air refill first.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mini was just kind of hoping he would get it during, like, the swim oscillation, but it just didn't quite work out. Yeah. Alright, so now they're going to Outset Island, where the pirate ship still is. Aloha's approaching nice and steady. Mini has much more wild speed, but still approaching pretty well. And then Mini has to get on the pirate ship now. This can actually be pretty tricky, because you don't have a lot of room to stand here. Okay, there he goes. So, like, a lot of times what'll happen is you'll, like, pop up for a frame and then just fall back down into the water. Have to retry over and over again. But thankfully they both made it. None of the runners will be going to Great Fish today.
Well, you said that later in the run they're going to be going on vacation. Last time they went to the private oasis. Maybe this time they'll go to Great Fish. I heard they have some great fish there.
Maybe, yeah. If they want to go fishing.
Yeah.
You can either go, I'm imagining it's like travel brochures. Come lounge at the private oasis, or come fish for great fish at Great Fish. And now the runners are doing rope game 2. Basically, because we can't turn on ropes, we want to eliminate as much turning as possible. So that's why the runners jumped at a diagonal angle for the first few ropes. And they're also doing this other technique where they can let go of the rope as it's swinging downward and then re-grab it immediately for more speed to make it to the final platform better. And now they both have the bombs. It's like Minimini is about 11 seconds behind Aloha here. So still pretty close. The next task for our runners is they want to go get to the Deku Leaf, which they're going to go to Forest Haven to get. So because they respawn at Windfall, they have to get double storage again and then super swim over to Forest Haven. This super swim is thankfully not like as precarious. It's not like they have to lose a few minutes if they drown, although they still would lose a bunch of time. But they do need double storage again because they want to store the cutscene that is surrounding the Forest Haven, like island mass. And if they don't store that cutscene, they soft lock. So pretty important to make sure that the cutscene is stored. And thankfully, the Windfall docks provide a very convenient place to constantly refill air, even with the very wild oscillations of super swimming. Aloha has made it. It is going to turn nighttime for Aloha here. I think Mini might make it before nighttime. Okay,
yeah, I think Aloha had some trouble with this. Oh, what is this clip called? Ledge clip? Last time?
Yeah.
Looks like he's having trouble again. I was about to say, hopefully this goes better this time.
Yeah, this ledge clip is tricky, especially with camera lock. Yeah, now Mini's ahead of him.
4-frame window for the input, is that right?
I believe it's 3.
Oh.
Yeah. And then maybe Mini did another small super swim over to the entrance to Forest Haven. This is why the runners kept camera lock. Like, normally when I do this, I just get rid of camera lock and then do the ledge clip and then just swim over here. But it technically is faster to just keep using the camera lock like that. And then the runners will be damaging down inside of the Forest Haven here. Because they will want to do a trick known as a zombie hover in just a few minutes. But first, they're going to be doing Deku Tree cutscene skip, which basically just skips the cutscene that normally introduces the Koroks and spawns the Deku leaf up at the top of the Deku Tree. So to skip this cutscene, what the runners are going to do is they're going to get storage, and then while they have storage, they want to get crushed by the Deku Tree, and then as they're getting crushed, start the cutscene that would normally happen. So what they're first going to do is they're going to get one storage, and then they're going to store bonking the chews off of the Deku Tree, because this is going to give them the chance to actually skip the cutscene consistently. And then they'll get storage again, which is the storage used for the actual cutscene skip this time. But because they bonked the chews off of the Deku Tree's face, the chews are in... Ooh, actually, wait, I don't think Aloa got a chew in the right corner there. So this might not work so well for Aloa. But basically, the runners are pushing the chews out of bounds right now. And when an enemy falls far enough out of bounds, the game just considers it dead. The runners can't actually kill the Choo-Choos in this state, like with their sword or with bombs or anything, so they have to push them out of bounds like this.
Oh, Minnie's got to be careful, only to push one.
Oh, okay, yeah, so Aloa did have one in the corner. Alright. So for the final one here that Aloa's going to push out of bounds, he's going to wait for the Deku Tree's mouth animation to be in a certain spot before he does the side hop, same with Minnie. And now, they're going to climb up onto the Deku Tree, and they're going to wait for 7 oscillations of the Deku Tree's chin cycle right here before walking under it and getting crushed. And as they get crushed, the last chew will fall out of bounds, and the cutscene will try to start, but because the respawn is taking effect, the game instead just respawns Link, and now the cutscene is considered to have been played.
Nice. Good to see both runners getting that in both races.
Yep, and they're both, like, even again.
Yeah.
So now they're going to do the zombie hover all the way up to the leaf. They have to do this because they do not have the grappling hook, which would be required if they want to get up to the leaf the normal way, so they instead have to do this trick right here, which is essentially just repetitive jump slashing. If you try to jump slash while you're dead in the air, you jump slash for 1 frame, the game decides that you're not allowed to jump slash, and so it just puts you in a falling animation again. Which then allows you to input another jump slash, and so you can just keep on chaining things. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, Aloa was a bit too far to the left there. So he was not able to ride up the Deku Tree's trunk like Minnie's doing right here to get high enough to get to the leaf, which is unfortunate.
Oh, and that'll refill his health, won't it?
And that will refill his health, yeah. So he has to do the ledge clip and go back in. This time, I believe he's going to take damage from the Octorok that's at the entrance, though, so he doesn't have to use up 12 bombs again. But yeah, so that's why, like, if you really want to be safe, you can line up further to the right so that you don't end up going too far to the left like that. Alright, so now that Minnie has the leaf, he is going to do double storage again here at Forest Haven. This one's pretty tricky, because you have to get storage on Beetle's boat, and Beetle's boat is like moving up and down, which changes the timing of the storage depending on where his barrel is.
Oh, this looks so aggravating.
Yeah. And it's not just one storage, but it's 2 of them, so you have to also make sure you get this next one quickly. Or in, like, you know, a few tries so that you don't lose the text box from the King of Red Lions.
There we go.
So Aloa's doing the hover again. I didn't see if he lined up the same way this time, but hopefully he lined up further to the right. Minnie is super swimming over to the chest that's near the submarine on 5-Star Isles. Ooh, yeah, Aloa still, unfortunately, slightly too far to the left. So Minnie has gotten the chest storage, and now he is going to use this chest storage to clip into the fairy fountain at Thorn Ferry Island so that he can get, like I said, it would get the quiver upgrade for 60 arrows. Since the bow that the runners will be getting later on in the run is not a bow that just automatically gives arrow capacity. Super Sim is a little precarious, though, because even if you do it well, you don't have very much air by the time you arrive at the island. But Mini should be okay. Okay, yeah.
Just a little sploosh.
And another one. Mini really likes the water.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he didn't account for camera lock.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of hard to control Link when you're going between land and water with camera lock.
Yeah. Because the controls are sort of like constantly switching between like what you would expect and what they were based on the camera's last orientation.
Hmm.
And attempt number 3 on the leaf hover for Alola here. Okay, this start to the hover does look better than the last 2 that he had. I think he'll be good this time. But yeah, once again, the starting position for this hover is a bit of a trade-off. Oh, no, yeah, he looks like he's still too far to the left. Yeah. Because the farther left you are, the faster the hover will be, but it also necessitates that you have, like, really good hovering until you get to a certain point. So, like, if you end up dropping too much during the hover, then that can be pretty bad. Alright, so Mini got the quiver upgrade and is now super swimming away to the private oasis, where he's going to once again get chest storage and super swim away so that he can go to Forsaken Fortress. Because he wants to continue on to the end of the game now, since all we need are the leaf, the bombs, and the quiver before being able to go to the end of the game here.
It is a shame he won't be seeing any great fish on his vacation, though.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, here you go, Minnie. There we go. There's a great fish for you.
Yeah, so Mini has to do this super swim in the dark, so he has to really know where he is if he wants to do it well. Thankfully, he can like look at the map to make sure that his orientation is correct when he swims away.
Also nice that the lights turn on when he leaves the quadrant.
Yeah, very nice of the lights to turn on like that. Oh, he super swam the wrong way a little bit. Okay, I think he should be fine though. He shouldn't make it to the reef to get the air refill.
He was hoping for Aloa's 4th attempt on this.
Oh, okay. Looks like
Oh,
Mini
looks
is
like Mini-
inside the reef.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna go out before charging.
Yeah,
Seems
it's a
smart.
little bit slow, but not a huge time loss. Still be far ahead of Alola here. All right, there we go. Alola managed to get he managed to get up high enough before grinding up against the trunk.
Yeah, that is a lot of mashing on Aloa's side. He's had to do this trick 4 times.
Okay, thankfully the leaf managed to oscillate over to touch him. Mini had a pretty, other than accidentally falling into the reef, Mini had a pretty clean swim into Forsaken Fortress. And now Mini gets to just climb Forsaken Fortress with the power of chest storage. And get into the loading zone for the Helmarock fight. Meanwhile, Alola doing the beetle storage. Gets the first one. See if he gets the second one quickly. Oh yeah, and the annoying thing is that sometimes when you fail it, you just fall into the water. All right,
There
there
we
it
go.
goes. So the cutscene that Mini is watching right now is pretty important. The game actually does an interesting thing here during this cutscene where it switches the animation set that the game is using for like figuring out like actor animations during cutscenes for the rest of the run. So like if you trigger this cutscene and then you try to watch a cutscene that was supposed to play previously in the run or previously in the game will actually crash. And now that crash isn't because the game can't handle playing the cutscene. It can. It would just have messed up animations. But the game voluntarily chooses to crash if the animation set is wrong. So that's the biggest thing that limits other kinds of sequence breaking in this game. Things like being able to learn like the Earth and Wind God songs early and whatnot, or even something like being able to beat Earth Temple early.
Jim, I noticed that at certain points in the cutscene, Minnie's shield is flapping. Is that normal?
Yes, that is normal.
That's just what always happens in that cutscene?
Yes, that just always happens. At least in the original game, I believe they fixed what we call the sword. We call it the sword waggle in the Wind Waker community.
Let's see how Aloa's peg storage is. It's like a terribly awkward trick.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad once you like practice it a bunch, but especially given Wind Waker's dry rolls, it is a little bit awkward.
There
it goes. Yeah, not too bad. I would say getting it like within 5 tries or so is like always acceptable. It's like getting a 23 goats in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, and let's hope Aloa doesn't get light glitch again here. This is where he got it last time, I think.
Yeah, it was probably on the transition between some of these quadrants. Oh, the water level is not being kind to him. Alright, so Mini is up at Helmarock King now. He's going to be doing Helmarock King skip. Once again, not going for the damage, and instead opting to... Oh, okay, he's going for this setup. Or no, he's going for... Why is he going for glitchless Helmarock skip? This is a very silly thing to go for.
Oh.
So Mini is apparently trying to do the bomb boost Helmarock skip here. Which is a lot more difficult to do than the other one. Okay,
he appears to have given up.
The other one. Yeah.
You did say earlier in chat he had been practicing that one a lot.
True.
Oh no.
Yeah, he wasn't quite in the correct position on the ledge there. You need to be grabbing far enough to the right for it to work. Kind of a feel-based thing. But you don't want to grab too far to the right, because if you grab too far to the right, then Link just immediately lets go of the ledge, which is not good. Try number 3. Nope, still too far left.
Is this a problem for Magic?
This is also a problem for Magic, yeah. I mean, oh nice, you got the Helmarock King text. You don't need Magic to do this, but being able to leaf over to the ledge is just like the fast way of doing it, but there are setups that don't use Magic for this. I think that's good enough? Okay, yeah, it's good. Okay, so a little bit of a slip up for Mini there, so Aloa has caught up a little bit more now, although Aloa seems to have gotten stuck, or seems like he splooshed on Spectacle Island again or something like that. On his way over here. Ooh, okay.
Oh. Just go all the way through Forsaken Fortress?
Yeah, I think he accidentally got the like a 1-frame turnaround there, so he just started swimming in the opposite direction. sometimes when you hold like left or right on the control stick to like control your super swim, the game might interpret like your left or right movement as like holding up in like an up direction for a frame. Like
Relative to the
when you're near
camera, you
ESS position. Yeah. And so then because it interprets up, it's like, oh, time to turn Link around, and then it's very sad. Thankfully, Aloha still had enough air that he was able to make it on that one, though.
Now the offset between the runners is so great that they're both in a cutscene at the same time, different cutscenes.
Yeah.
Get to see that waggle again on Aloha's screen.
Yeah, the waggle is even more pronounced when you have the Master Sword in this cutscene.
Sheila's just so happy to be there.
To realize that Link has the hero's shield. And she's wondering how he got that, because she knows that only Grandma should have that shield.
Thankfully, in Randomizer, you can get Hero's Grandma.
And that's true. But you don't watch this cutscene, so...
And has once again been burnt to a crisp. That explains why he'll be so angry in 20 minutes. Yes, GG.
Yeah, we didn't mention it last run, but also in this cutscene right here that Minnie's in, because they never raised the Tower of the Gods, it's just not in this cutscene.
Oh yeah, Baloo is perched on nothing.
Just perched in the air.
Isn't the bell somewhere up there though?
Yes, that's correct. The bell at the very top of the Tower of the Gods is always there.
Can we see it in this cutscene?
It's not very visible, but if you look at the very top right before the camera pans down after the next King of Red Lion text right here, you can see it just at the very top up in the distance.
Okay, I'll look closely.
It's more noticeable in HD.
I think I saw something up there.
Yeah, it's not very visible in SD. Oh, looks like Aloha got the storage this time.
Oh, nice.
Aloha will be super swimming up the Helmrock King's room right here. This is slightly faster than just rolling up the normal way.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought he lost his speed.
And, ooh, okay. Didn't quite get all the way up, but still got a decent ways there. And doesn't have light glitch this time, so he can actually see where he's going.
What a world.
And that looks good. Yep.
Nice.
Clean Helmrock skip from Aloha.
And Minnie's going to take a kind of wide path here to avoid some Gossip Stone text.
Yeah, it's faster to... I mean, the Gossip Stone text won't automatically trigger, but it's faster to just roll around it than to just walk through it without triggering it. Now it's once again time for the barrier skip setup.
Oh, nice.
Yep, first try knockback cancel. Very good.
Ah, he was looking for Tetra so he could cut her head off. I see.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. The bomb pull there for the side hop is so that he doesn't talk to Tetra, I believe.
Oh. Clever. Oh no.
Ooh, yeah. That was weird. I don't think he saw the tree back there, but maybe I wasn't looking properly.
Oh,
Nice
did he just
bomb
put that bomb
placement
down to move Tetra?
to move Tetra, yeah. So trying to angle up here. The angle here is very precise. You have a leniency in the angle of about 0.08 degrees. Assuming that like 360 degrees is a full circle.
I'm just now realizing how easy Mini made this look the first time.
Yeah.
First race, rather.
It's definitely a tricky one. You missed the frame on that first one. And missed the second frame also. So like Link's when Link pulls out a bomb, he goes into this like swaying side. He goes into this like swaying back and forth animation. There he goes. And because of that, you have to wait until he's at a certain spot in that animation to drop the bomb behind you. And he goes into like he does that full animation twice before the bomb explodes, which is why there's 2 frames that you have to drop the bomb behind you.
Oh, he had just enough magic to get here.
He's got a refill on magic a bunch. Get rid of this.
Hopefully the sword will play nice this time.
Yeah. The sword being in the way does tend to get old. And then, so trial skip here is pretty precise also. Mini has to grab the ledge in a specific way and then do a 1-frame roll clip. And then do some precise leaf pumping to make sure that he keeps enough height to get into the loading zone. Yeah, so thankfully trial skip is possible. Otherwise, we would have to beat all the bosses that we can't beat with any of the items that we have. Actually, we'd be able to beat Kalidemos because we have bombs, but that would be about it.
Would it be possible to get through all the trials? Like the rooms before the bosses?
No, only the one for Kalidemos.
Hmm.
Actually, I think the Earth Temple one you could do also.
So
It would just take a while.
You have to go get Mirror Shield first?
No, you can just lure the purple, like dark purple shoes over.
Oh. Well, let's see how low his barrier skip goes. Oh, much better RNG for Mini on the Phantom Ganon.
Aloha fortunately missed both frames, so he has to try again. Oh, yeah. And making sure Tetra is out of the way. Ah, he almost got all the side hops that time. And on that last time he got those, like, I think he's been getting the frames, but he keeps on pressing the B button too early coming out of the pause. Okay, there he goes.
There he goes.
So you press the B button too early coming out of the pause, nothing happens, and you just kind of keep going.
Nice bonk from Mini. The double. And Mini now enters Puppet Ganon.
Yeah, so it looks like Aloha is about 5-ish minutes behind Mini.
Seems plausible. Guess we'll see when he opens the door here. Yeah, that's when Mini splits for barrier skip. Yeah, just under 5 minutes.
While also doing the hang clip method here.
Ah, nice. First try roll clip.
There's another way you can get into like the right spot on the ledge to do the roll clip, which is by doing a partial ledge clip. Not so much that you clip completely out of bounds, but just enough to get you into like the correct position on the ledge there.
Jimmy, we established earlier that the winner of this race is going to face off against the winner of the race between you and EJ. Do you have a favorite in the race between you and EJ? Which horse are you backing? Who would you like to win?
Well, I think we're gonna have to go with myself.
Them's fighting words.
But it'll still be fun regardless, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Mini missing the first 2 shots.
Oh.
Ganon.
Oh, the loser of this race faces... Oh, that's right. That's how brackets work.
Yeah.
It does look unfortunate when I see Mini miss these shots, but it also looks totally reasonable. How could anyone possibly make...
Yeah, I mean, the worst is when, like, you shoot what should be your last shot on the tail, but you don't hit the tail, but you hear, like, the little pluck of the string that's holding up the tail. Interestingly, it seems like the string that holds up the tail has a bigger hitbox than the tail itself.
Oh. Yeah, that would be disappointing.
And it actually looks like Aloha's About 4 minutes and 20 seconds behind Minnie. At least on the lighter time.
Oh, Minnie needs magic.
Yeah, Minnie needs magic. Hopefully the keys will cooperate.
They will not.
They will not. Oh. Is RNG shifting the favor of this match?
Yeah. Minnie could be here for 5 more minutes. He doesn't seem to be conserving his arrows either.
Okay,
there we go. And now 3 magic drops.
Can finally go for the first hit on the second phase.
Nice.
Gets the crypt shot. And he's going to intentionally take damage here. I believe. Yes. Okay. This Puppet Ganon falling on you does a full heart of damage, which is a lot in Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah. Aloa deftly dodging the skull necklace.
And he's trying to go for the snipes. And he's able to get the first one, and then...
Oh.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit
Minnie is running
precarious
low
now.
on bombs, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even notice that. Low on bombs. Okay, his health should be fine though, as long as yeah, okay, got Ganon to run into him.
He's got 1 bomb left. That's a little spooky because just last run he made a mistake on the Morph hover and needed to use 2 bombs.
Thankfully, there is a bomb drop in one of the pots at the top, and it's a 30 bomb drop, so he'll just refill on that if necessary.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so thankfully bombs have never been an issue here.
But he can't go for the hover?
Well, no, he can go for the hover because he just gets the bomb drop again.
I'm confused as to, well, because they're saying in chat he can't go for the hover. What?
Oh,
well, he has to go for the hover eventually, right?
Well, no, he can go for the pop recover because he has 1 bomb left and he's at a quarter heart. As long as he doesn't get any extra hearts accidentally, he should be fine. Oh no, right. He needs another bomb to drop onto the pot to break it.
Ah.
That's right, yeah, so Chad is correct. So
what does he do?
So I think he either has to go out and get more bombs. Actually, I don't know where he'd get more bombs, so I think he kind of has to... He just has to keep on resetting the room here until he successfully burns the pot lid, I think is the only option. He doesn't get it here.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. So now he's going to get the hearts so that he can void out on the chains here. Alright, nice first shot from Aloa. Unfortunately gets robbed on the second shot. So the RNG definitely could swing this in favor of Aloa if the Morths don't decide to cooperate for Minnie here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the closest bomb drop is in the Earth Temple trial. But we'll see if Minnie gets lucky enough before then.
Dang.
Yeah.
This could really be evening out the race.
Yeah. Usually per every 2 Morths, there's like a roughly 1/3 chance that the Morth will burn the pot lid. Thankfully, Aloa did not get trolled by the keys for magic.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. That's why you always switch back to light arrows.
Yeah, we almost did it again. Minnie got it.
Minnie got the
There it
pot lid burn.
Doing that big quarter heart of damage. Oh, that's so silly. There goes his last bomb. A 30 bomb drop. Oh, that's so silly. Oh, he's got to dodge that fairy.
Yeah, he'll probably be fine, but yeah, obviously he does not want to touch the fairy.
Well, aren't there shots where you really want to touch that fairy?
There are, but we have not used those strategies in a long time.
Oh, no!
He got trolled by the Morph.
What a blunder.
Yeah. Sometimes the Morph will just blow the opposite direction. I don't know if it's not completely RNG based, but I think that one where it like blows in the completely opposite direction is.
Aloa is now rapidly catching up.
Yeah, if Aloa gets the pot lid burn here, this is going to be pretty close. Especially if this Morph keeps trolling Minnie. Okay, no, he got it up top.
Let's see whether Aloa gets it.
No, unfortunately not for Aloa. Alright, so now Minnie is going to do the Morph hover. Looks like he should be good.
Up.
Yeah, Aloa's going to do the pot break. So he's going to... Yeah, he's going to hover up above the pot and then drop a bomb down on it. And then if he is... Or, like, if he positions himself well enough, he can break the pot that has the fairy in it and then land on the fairy in order to survive, so he doesn't have to walk all the way back up here.
But even if he doesn't land on the fairy, the warp pod will be open, right?
Yes. Yeah. Because the cutscene still happens.
You pull the leaf there? Oh.
Oh, yeah. That I think Aloa tried to pull the leaf to not... to like not have to mash to keep going forward, but if you do pull it out in the cutscene, that does send you forward. So, yeah. That is interesting, though. I never thought about using, like, in a cutscene, you would go forward like that even if you're dead.
Ganon is being mean to children. Slapping them around, throwing swords at their heads. An evil man. I do really appreciate how runners damage down in a direction in this game.
Yeah.
You just have to do it in time, slowly making your way across the room.
Yeah, may as well travel in some direction while you're getting damaged.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Aloa ignoring that big 30 bomb drop.
Went off a little far. And then didn't quite get enough height on that one. Still didn't quite get enough height. Okay, there it goes. Oh, might have got stuck on the pillar. Okay, there we go. Got it around the pillar. And that position should be good.
Looking good. Nice to see no failed zombie hovers between the two runners today. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I saw Mini type lol in chat. I thought he was about to die again, but I understand. I thought it was a spoiler. Let's see how Mini's Ganon fight goes.
I mean, yeah, he could still die to Ganondorf, but I imagine he'll probably be pretty safe about this. There's the safety strat. It's past first phase now. One bad swing from Ganondorf in the second phase. But otherwise, good RNG. Now, as long as Zelda does not shoot him, he should be good. Yeah.
And there we go.
And that is GG's for Minimini with a time of 120.09 on the splits.
GG.
120.11 on race time.
It's a decisive victory, 2-0. So it looks like Alo will be facing off against either Gymnast or EJ, and I guess Mini will be facing the winner of those three, I guess.
Yeah.
One way to put that. Zero 83189.
Funny thing about that cutscene that Minimini stopped on is that if you wait in that cutscene for about 20 minutes, Zelda will disappear.
Oh yeah, I'd heard that before.
And restart her animation and come back to lean up against Link.
That's fun. Hopefully it won't take 20 minutes for the race to end, though. It's Mini. GG, Mini.
Hello, thanks.
Hello, GG's.
Hello.
Congratulations on your 2-0 victory.
Oh, and a new world record.
And a new world record, yeah.
Yeah, I did not expect that one to be world record, but there you go.
There was there were some pretty good bits in that. There was the berry skip was really good, and the Helmrock skip was really good.
Yeah, there were some good parts. There were also a lot of bad parts, but well, not a lot, but a few parts. Like well, I got Puppet Ganon. I had to wait for an extra cycle for magic, and also on the swim to Forest Haven, I like grabbed the dock and kept just not being able to get the air refill. But yeah, it happens.
So I'd like to ask you about that interesting version of Helmrock skip that you were going for.
I just really enjoy that trick. I think it's really fun, and I wanted to try it.
It is a very fun trick, I do agree. At least on HD, I've never done it in SD.
Yeah, I imagine it's the same.
So do you feel any guilt or compunction at all about sabotaging Aloa's console and giving him light glitch?
It wasn't me, that was the lighting crew.
Oh,
I mean, I told them to do it, but I wasn't the one who did it.
I'll take that as no good.
I didn't do the bad thing. I only bribed the bad guy to do the bad thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I didn't expect to win this, because Aloha has definitely been playing a lot more than me lately, but there you go.
And Aloha is just finishing up here with a 123.33.
GG.
Or 32 on race time, I guess.
Oh, if we had but waited 12 more seconds, we would have had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So close. GG,
Yeah,
Aloha.
welcome in, Aloha.
GG.
Yeah, your light glitch in the first run was really unfortunate. That looked like it was so tough to get the leafing past Helmarock.
Yeah, that was something. At least I wasn't aware that it would make that so difficult. And yeah, but I could adapt if I knew. But yeah, I didn't think on the fly to do the backup.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't think we've ever seen anybody have or like accidentally trigger light glitch with this route somehow. So it was interesting to see happen here.
And by the way, I thought my game crashed when I got the light glitch because
Yeah, because it
On-
freezes. It freezes for like 2 seconds.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Beast noticed that, but thought that it was just like delay or like stream lag or buffering
Yeah,
or
I
something.
thought it was the stream buffering because I don't know Wind Waker stuff.
And then I noticed that you had it on Private Oasis because Link's shadow was like way too dark, which is one of the effects.
What I noticed at first was the game was blurry.
Yeah, and the game, like pausing the game, has like a weird artifacting effect. If you're the one
Minnie,
who's
I'm
like
pretty
actually
sure-
playing.
I'm pretty sure I saw you get it one time when you were running 100%. Or no, Mini left. Never mind. Oh, he's in the waiting
Oh, wait, he's
room.
back in the waiting room.
I think I saw Mini get it in 100% run at one point and just, console restart because he didn't want to deal with it for the rest of the run. Seems aggravating.
It is funny though, especially at Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah.
Having
Yeah,
the lights
definitely.
overlaid over everything.
Good showcase of what Light Glitch does.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and then in the second race, were you just like dropping on like your mashing during the Leaf Hover Aloha?
Well, I'm not sure because my mashing was not great at all. But afterward, I'm wondering if I did target slash instead of just slashing the bomb, which give me a different angle.
Oh right, I don't think so.
But I know that my mashing was really bad, so for the entire stream, my mashing was not great. So maybe it was just that.
Yeah, generally, I think it's safer to like line up more to the right, so that if you do like drop some mashing, you can still like get the opportunity to grind up against the trunk.
Yeah, each time I was failing, I was going more to the right, but I'm so used to be good at mashing that I wasn't going right enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Day, I guess.
And then the leaf pull when you tried to do the hot hover at the end.
Oh yeah, that's my bad though. That's completely my bad. I wanted to pull out the leaf, but one frame earlier, and then I post buffer without pulling out the leaf, and then it was too late. But I didn't realize it was too late.
Yeah.
So what would the leaf have done?
It would have basically it keeps Link in the air longer without having to have him go forward with more jump slashes, so you can stay like directly above the pot instead of like going too far forward.
Okay, I see.
I saw that Mini didn't have any bombs at the end. So
Yeah.
I thought maybe that...
Yeah, if the RNG was worse enough,
Yeah, it was not that far off. It was what, 3 minutes or so. Where would you normally fill up on bombs?
Well,
well,
normally
I got,
you. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I got no bombs on the 2 runs I did, so I got the orbs of the moblins on the staircase.
Oh, that's
But
right.
I
I
don't
remember you
know.
dodging the skull necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those enemies are the only, aside from the Earth Temple trial, bomb drop. I believe those enemies are the only way to get bombs, like enemy orbs. Because yeah, normally you like in most attempts you don't usually waste enough bombs by that point to like where you really need to like refill there.
Mm.
But yeah, if you have less than 2, you wouldn't be able to do the pot break cover. Yeah. So do you, Mini or Aloha, have any final thoughts on these 2 runs and these 2 races?
Well, nothing special, but well deserved. GG, Mini.
All right, are we good to wrap up?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to our runners, Mini and Aloakirby. Thank you to our commentators, Beast and Gymnast86. Please follow everybody. I put their links in the chat. We're gonna go raid ZSR2. They're doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer race right now, but before we go, I'm gonna just to let you all know that coming up later on today at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have a Twilight Princess Lava Dash Goron Mines RTA tournament match between Zeld08 and Dish. And then for this tournament, we have coming up on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, the lower bracket semifinals between EJ125 and Gymnast86. And that looks like it's going to be a double or even triple header, depending on how the scores go. So very high Wind Waker racing tomorrow. And with that, we're going to go and sign off here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful time. And have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.